right, let's head on back. So we do still have an unpopped balloon. Let's start off with your name and age.
Hi, my name is Patience and I'm 28 years old.
All right, and Patience, what do you do?
I am in the military and I'm also in school for my master's.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support.
All right, so you do still have your balloon unpopped. Why so?
So I left my balloon unpopped because, first of all, I am not a follower. I do want to be your follower. So
what's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video. We got something pretty good today, man. Look, I am under the weather right now, but like I said, we keep moving forward. But we got something pretty good today. We got this balloon popping contest, but this is the most genuine I've ever seen this show ever being, right? And the reason I say that is because when we look at this beautiful ass sister right here, it is just, she is what we as men look for, that a lot of your sisters will call pick-me's, right? A lot of your sisters will call this woman pick-me's, or will, potentially be a quote-unquote pick-me, because as you can just see from her mannerism, see from her characteristics, see from how she carry herself, see how feminine she is, bro. This is as simple as it can be. This is as simple as it can be, and she's the one that's shooting her shot, right? And then there's just a few things that she hits on. Number one, she says she's never been in a relationship, but number two, this is the biggest one, right? Because of course we can't get women who are virgins. That's fine, right? But this is the biggest one, right? This is the biggest one, being that we have many women who are sexually liberated, many women who want to live life, explore the world, like this sister right here.
She asked me, she said, you gonna be young and married like me, or you gonna be broke like your other aunties? I said, well, how the fuck did my aunties not just clock her tea? Because bitch, she just called y'all broke in front of y'all face. I don't think they heard it, or maybe they wasn't getting what she was saying. Boom, I let it slide because she ain't call me broke. I was like, it's just more to life than niggas. But then she started hating. Then I get in my own camera filming my own beautiful ass face that my mommy gave me. She over here, and y'all just so full of y'all stuff, like, I'm over here like, bro, is it beef? Like, do this lady fucking hate me? But I told her, I said, if you look this good, wouldn't you want to do it too? So then I think that ruffled a little. Still letting it slide because I'm like, am I fucking tripping, or am I like just hearing this wrong? But my auntie, she always been the type, like, she say mean shit, but like in a playful way. So I didn't even mean it. It's like putting syrup on shit. Like, it stinks very bad, but since you put a little sweetener on it, it may be not, you know? But this how I knew she was really tripping. So she was like, what you and your friends be doing? I think she expected me to say, oh, we're just BROKE college students. No, we're going out the country again, actually. And then that's when I knew. She started nagging, that's the problem, girl. What? I'm 22 years old. It's a whole lot of other outlandish shit I could be doing at 22. I'm in college, the army, no kids, no debt. What the fuck? And y'all, it all made sense. Her biggest accomplishment is getting married. So that's why when I'm telling her all of the shit I done did without marriage and at this young ass age, just making her like a little shitty about it. That's when it made sense. I love that girl down, but we're gonna have to work on that shit because y'all supposed to be proud of me. I was mad at first, but then I flipped it because it's a confidence boost because I'm not even nowhere near my peak yet. I'm just getting started. Vegas next week, auntie, and I know you be watching me. My auntie asked me, she said, you gonna be...
But she says, hey, I want to be able to, I'm in the military and I want to travel and go out and experience life, but I want to experience and travel with my significant other for that right person. Bruh, that right there told me everything I needed to know. That told me everything I needed to know. Baby, what size ring do you need? Baby, what size ring do you need? And these are the type of sisters that we want to look for. And see, the crazy thing is, she's just your average sister. She's just your average sister. She ain't your Tad, she ain't your 10, she ain't your Kim Kardashian. Hell, she don't even look better than most of those sisters that's on that panel. But she still looks good enough to where you're like, okay, I can definitely wife her. And then on top of that, the mannerisms, the characteristics, the personality, that alone shoots you over any 9 or 10. Another example is where you have DDG. He has a whole live roster, right? They posted a picture and they said this is DDG's roster. Which he does have a crazy roster. All of those sisters are bad, right? But here's the funny thing about it. They have Halle Bailey on there, right? His current girlfriend, his current girlfriend. I don't even think they're married, but they definitely have a child together, right? But you have many people on there say Halle is the weakest one out of that whole roster. Look wise, yes, right? Looks wise, yes. But what does Halle Bailey have that all of those other chicks don't? She has a lot of status. She was your black Ariel, right? She changed the stereotype on that. Really wasn't a stereotype, but I mean, people were upset because Ariel is a white mermaid and y'all put her up there, but she's breaking those barriers, right? She has a great, I'm talking about a perfect personality. Perfect personality. She's very humble. She's very feminine. She's very feminine, right? At first, it was her and her sister. It was Cole. It was her sister Chloe or whatever her name is, right? It was her sister. Everybody was fawning over her. Even for me, I was like, man, please, Hallie ain't doing nothing. As time progressed, she slowly eclipsed her sister. Slowly eclipsed her sister. And I said, man, listen, she makes up for it by her personality, how feminine she is, her characteristics. She makes up for all that. And she's not even a bad looking sister. Of course, man, we love women, man, who looks beautiful. But once again, it's all about personality. It's all about personality. But it just hit home the fact that she says, hey, well, I want to experience that with somebody. Let's go ahead and check this video out.
All right, let's head on back. So we do still have an unpopped balloon. Let's start off with your name and age.
Hi, my name is Patience and I'm 28 years old.
All right, and Patience, what do you do?
I am in the military and I'm also in school for my master's.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support.
All right, so you do still have your balloon unpopped. Why so?
So I left my balloon unpopped because, first of all, I am not a follower. I do want to be your follower. So do you have what it takes to lead?
I absolutely do.
Okay. I do have a couple of questions. Are you open to long distance? Because I'm in Boston right now, and when I'm done with school, I'm not sure where I'm going to be stationed. So is long distance going to be an issue for you?
Not at all.
Okay. Secondly, do you have any children?
No kids.
Oh, word. Okay. I do understand that you're a truck driver and I'm also in the military, so I definitely understand the hustle and the struggle. So, yeah, so far so good. I liked what I was hearing. I kept my balloon to hear more from you. I do have one more question. Can I ask? If you had a podcast, what would the topic be? Who would the guest speaker be and why?
If I had a podcast, what would it be and who would say it again?
Who would be the guest speaker? Like, who would you have on it and why?
The podcast will basically be based on just current life events and what's going on in the community today. Pretty much, I would probably hire somebody, a professional to be my speaker.
Okay.
Or I could just be myself.
Okay. Sounds good.
You good? Okay. Let me have you scoot on that way. Come on up here, Patience. Come on up here. So she asked a few questions. Do you have any for her?
Do you have any kids?
Absolutely not. I'm not done taking care of myself to be taking care of kids, but I'm open to it eventually. But I don't have kids.
All right. One more question.
Sure.
Do you like to travel, like out the country?
So, I'm in the military, so I will be traveling. Honestly, I don't travel much. I'm waiting to share that experience with whoever I do end up with. I've actually never really been in a relationship before, so I'm saving it for whoever my future person is.
Okay. I have no complaints.
Okay. I do have one more question.
Okay, go for it.
Sorry. Do you think that women should shoot their shot if they're interested in someone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so if you're free later today, would you like to go on a date with me?
Yeah, I'm trying to go after the show.
Oh, say less. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me ask my question then. Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Definitely.
We got a match!
I mean, you got to cherish those type of women. You got to cherish those type of women. You got to, because those are hard to come by when you have most of your sisters. I'm talking about most of your sisters glorifying, putting their bodies out there. Well, most of your sisters are saying, hey, well, I want to be able to go out and go travel. Y'all just saw the video I added a little bit early in the video where this sister is upset with her aunties because she's saying, hey, man, listen, you should be proud of me that I'm still in college and I'm over here exploring. I'm about to go here. I'm about to go there. I'm about to go there, boom, boom, boom. This chick right here, same age, is just simply saying, hey, well, look, nah, I got my life planned out and I know where I want to go. And yeah, I definitely want to travel the world, but I want to travel it with somebody that I truly, truly love. And that's all men want. But the fact that women will fight you, The fact that women will fight you over your preference is mighty crazy. And then when you end up having a sister, because I know those sisters were upset when she said, I'm not a follower, but I want to follow you, right? Because they asked, why didn't you pop a balloon? Unless she was just saying, hey, in general, I'm just not a follower. I just want to follow you. Or she's saying, hey, all of these women pop the balloon. I'm not going to follow them. I want to get to know you a little bit better. But you cannot, man, look, that's why I said I don't think they can script this shit. That's why I said this is just too genuine. In my opinion, this is too genuine. But the sad thing about it is you will literally have women down in this sister, calling her pick-me's and this and that. Oh, well, that's what she wants to do. Hey, that's her. That's her. It's just mighty sad where our culture is. It's really sad where our culture is today. But once again, this is what we have allowed. This is what we have encouraged. This is what we have pushed in our community. Like I said, when you look at Chloe Bailey and her sister Halle, look at the difference. When the brother is saying, hey, man, let me get some of y'all advice on who I should date, why I should date them, yada, yada, yada. You hear Chloe's response and then you hear Halle's response. And you see why Halle is winning right now. Chloe really isn't. She's constantly bouncing around from men to men and men to men to men. What are we doing here?
Gentleman. When a guy is a gentleman and is like nice and kind and gentlemanly, that's like, whoa, okay. Like, yes, please take my hand. Yes, okay. That opens the door.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really true though. I feel like you guys just say that, but sometimes y'all girls are like, he's a little too nice for me. And so I just feel like y'all just say that just to say it, really. I feel like y'all really
I will expound.
I feel like y'all are really attracted to like player dudes.
What?
Over gentlemen, if I'm being honest.
No. That's not true, but I will say.
Woo, I'm crying.
I think what
Look, Branson speaking the truth.
Who said that? Who said that?
See?
Branson.
Look at this. Branson speaking the truth. Facts. Everybody's facts. Straight
Well,
facts.
girls,
Okay,
let's be honest. Let the girls be honest. If a guy, there is a difference between. There's a happy medium.
Okay.
There's a happy.
And this is why I always say you should want to focus on your average looking sister. Don't go for these baddies. Don't go for these 10s. These women that are so hip to their damn makeup and all that extra shit. It's just stop it, right? Stop it. You got a sister here who would be considered a lame, who would be considered she really ain't into much, this, that, and the third, but has a great personality. This is what most, if not all of your men want. But women will turn around and go put BBLs in and say, hey, well, that's what men want. Men want big girls. Stop it. Like, these women try to push false narratives, try to make men seem like they just have crazy ass, unrealistic standards and all of this shit when we do not. We do not. It could be just as simple as this. And for a woman who can just shoot her shot alone, man, says a lot. This is why dating 6 and 7s are not bad. Dealing with those type of women are not bad because those women are low maintenance. So let's go ahead and read these comments. Someone says, that's a wife, my boy. Then someone else says, I'm not a follower. Music to a jigger ears. Then somebody else says, she called all of them out. She said, I'm not a follower. Then somebody else says, separated the woman from the girls. Then somebody else says, finally a good match. Bro, better wife that. That's a fact, man. That is such a fact. Then somebody else says, this was a masterclass by this young lady. Her feminine energy was beaming. She actually smiled and was dressed how a woman who truly respects herself should. Her only downside was with a long distance thing, but shit, that's called compromise, right? Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You cannot get every single thing you want out of your significant other. That's just a fact. You cannot get everything that you want out of your significant other. I would trust her overseas. Then somebody else says, I like her a lot. So bold. Then somebody else says, military chicks are just different and top tier. Then somebody else says, she's such a breath of fresh air. Then somebody else says, wow. Thank you all so much for your kind words and feedback. It truly means a lot to me that y'all took the time to share your thoughts. I think that might be her. I might have to go check her out. Then somebody else says, she said, I'm not a follower, but I want to be yours. Then somebody else says, when you see a smart woman, you will know. then somebody else says, bro, hit the jackpot. So y'all let me know down below, man. What do y'all think? Like, once, as people said, this is a breath of fresh air, because you hear so many sisters, oh, I want to be sexually liberated. As you heard earlier in the video, hey, I want to be able to go out and go do as I freaking please. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to travel the world. These are the same women that will travel the world, do all of this extra shit, live their life on the edge, just to then come back as a 30-year-old woman with kids on her hip or being ran through and saying, hey, well, you know, we're going to guilt trip y'all men into dating us now. Stop it, right? Because if she says, she will be the same woman that says, hey, I did my job. I did what I was supposed to do. I was humble. I was feminine. So many sisters would jump on her, argue with her, say, well, then, well, I'm sorry, we don't want to be slaves and we don't want to be pygmies and this, that. It's just sad, but that's our sisterhood. I mean, you see all those sisters up there. She took shots at them. She said, man, I'm not a follower. And you got some of those sisters looking mighty upset. But once again, welcome to the culture and welcome to our sisterhood. But for the sisters out there, man, who are actually doing what they're supposed to do, who are feminine like that, because most of your sisters who agree with stuff like that we talk about, most of your sisters that are just hip to reality tend to be your average looking sisters. Let's just be honest. They tend to be your average looking sisters, and those are the best ones. Those are the best ones. So do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel.